team bowling, you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Blue 18. One. Pick up the ball. Line 52. You. One.
Mariota on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch tight end.
A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Oh, no chance. Blue 18. Brown 18. Let's go, Heavy.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing is Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mariota now from the 50. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Luck now to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Watch the slip.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Locke. Ebron's got it. The 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They run the counter. Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Monday.
Now Locke. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Here's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He's got Lewis. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Mariota now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Mike 5-4.
On first down, it's Locke. Catch made here by Campbell. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Ready!
On 2nd and 12, Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Gets past 1 man. Complete. This is Lewis. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, and a little floater there is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mariota again. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Luck. And his throw is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Recon, 152 fighter. Check 3.
On third down, it's Hines. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Check out.
At the 27-yard line.
I'm scared.
On 2nd and 12, Luck going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw Mariota. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And the return will stop right around the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Quo.
The final shot before the break. Locke. Now he's flushed out left. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke, letting one go deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is brought in at the 21. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12. Just like that.
4 yards on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Monday.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
Option right, it's Luck. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Man, I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Eluding the pressure, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Look out! 390!
54. I don't think you got it, son. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Let's go, Mexico!
On 1st down, Love. Space to maneuver it, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
58's the money.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mariota. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mariota hands to Henry. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field, no matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mariota on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.